record again. Okay, so now recorded. Okay, placement, we discussed that. Okay, now in terms of promotion, there are 5 tools that I'd like you to look at. Either you use it or not. Please explain if you don't use it. Okay, if you use it, please specify the activity. Okay, advertising, public relations, okay, and sales promotion, and personal selling. Okay, your sales rep. You need to manage your sales rep, your sales team. Just briefly explain how you use it. If you and the other one is direct digital marketing. Okay, this is where you talk about the email and so on and so forth. Okay, now accelerate marketing mix. Okay, look, I suspect that you will be pretty much analyzing a physical product. Therefore, extended marketing mix variable may be less relevant because it is normally for services marketing. Okay, services marketing. Okay, but if you do need the extended marketing mix variables, and by the way, if you look at the rubric, only the assessment brief only talks a little bit about the extended marketing mix variables. Okay, so if you decide to use extended marketing mix variables, you need to look at people, process, and physical evidence. Okay, I'm not going to discuss that more detail here. Okay, all right, that's basically it. Now, conclusion, recommendation. Please make sure that they are related to the key findings of the above analysis. Remember, the purpose of the analysis is to show target market and marketing strategy. So the key messages from your target market, okay, or of your target market, your positioning, and also a brief comment on your marketing mix variables, right? The product would focus on whatever. It will retail them at this price and so on and so forth. Distribution would be guys and so on and so forth, right? So that should do the trick in terms of conclusion recommendation. Okay. Right. So please, again, a target similarity index of 20% or less. Relate to the theory. Use the tools discussed, and it is due on or before a Friday. So next Friday, basically. Yeah, so that's basically your assessment. Now, Ed asked me questions about the Roy Morgan value segment. During the few minutes break, I happened to look at that. Okay, I'll stop sharing and I'll share my other screen. Okay, if you type on my PowerPoint slides, you'll be able to find a link, and if you click that link, you'll be able to find this Roy Morgan value segment. Okay, if you click that, read more, you'll be able to find this. Okay, so that's what I refer to. Okay, or let's say, yep, I just want to look at the slides. You can look at this one here. Okay, and that's that includes a brief explanation of each value segments. The feasible achievement, the look at me, the something better, the conventional family, and so on and so forth. Okay, socially aware, and so on and so forth. I don't think you'll target these guys, the fairer deal, or the basic needs guys. Okay, so they are the the 2 value segments discounted already. Okay, so I discounted from your work already. Okay, look at just one of them. Okay, just pick one of them. Okay, and yeah, look. And if you look at again the assessment brief, okay, similar thing as we just discussed before. So if you look at that, extended marketing mix variables are in here. Okay, if you find it relevant. Okay, and if you look at the rubric, I don't think they mentioned that in the rubric. Okay, executive summary is in here. Target market, positioning, and competitive advantage. Your competitive advantage is basically your point of differentiation, and then your marketing mix variables, the 4 P's: product, price, place, promotion. Okay. And summary and recommendation, conclusion and recommendation. Okay, right. Any questions, guys?
Eddie, it's Barbara again. I'm just noticed when I was doing the reading that there's quite a lot of supplementary readings on e-commerce. Mm-hmm. So, obviously I look to the readings that you've given us as things that I should be including in my work, possibly. It doesn't seem to me that this chocolate brand is really strong. I mean, I'm sure there's some opportunities for e-commerce, but I'm thinking more about you know, having outlets and distributing through Coles and Woolworths as per the original rubric. Did you want us to cover e-commerce at all?
When you say supplementary reading, is that the one that you find on the portal?
Yeah, there's lots on e-commerce.
Yep. Okay. Well, look, I mentioned, I discussed on Tuesday about direct and digital marketing. Direct and digital marketing campaign has become, you know, gained stronger momentum recently. Both business-to-business marketing and business-to-consumer marketing, like chocolate bar, are using them. Okay, but e-commerce as such, as you mentioned, may be less relevant for these guys unless you are considering export market.
Yeah, but I can't cover everything. So I noticed there was quite a lot of supplementary material on that. And usually in a subject, if something's focused on, then you should be covering it yourself.
Look, I think from e-commerce perspective, if you only focus on direct digital marketing, as we discussed on that topic, there are 4 things that you can do, but 3 of them are quite relevant for you. The first one is set up the online presence. The first one is in terms of setting up the online presence in the context of digital marketing. You consider
digital, sure.
Yeah,
I guess what I'm saying is I wish there was more research articles on digital marketing. Then I wouldn't have to go.
Right. Yeah. Look, that's the reason why I tried to cover it in my own slides and tried to balance that. Yeah, with my with the slides I created actually. Especially this is more into fast-moving consumer goods. Consider that. Consider the website. Consider search engine marketing optimization, and the next one is consider social network or social media in your direct digital marketing campaign.
Yeah, I did see that when I was reading.
I think I spent I spent a lot of time as well discussing direct digital marketing, because I'm fully aware that whatever you do in marketing, they may ask you to be to manage that, to help to contribute managing direct digital marketing. So I tried to cover that in my presentation on Tuesday.
For sure.
Yep. All right. Is that okay, guys? Is that even confusing you?
No, that's great.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Lydia, yep. You raise your hand.
Yes, thank you, Eddie. I have a question regarding the recommendations.
Yep.
Because we have decided who is Donald B. I mean, we choose him to, for example, just to sell in Australia or just to sell through specialty stores.
Yep.
We had already kind of giving recommendations to him. So do you expect something new from the rest of the report, like further recommendations, or do you expect like a concise summary of the 2 or 3 main competitive advantages of Donald B?
Right. Okay. In terms of recommendations, you need to look at your conclusion before you can write your recommendation. Okay. So look at the conclusion, because the conclusion should summarize the key elements in your analysis, the target market, and also your positioning and marketing mix variables. Your recommendation is you can consider your recommendation as as another type of opportunity for them to proceed further. Okay, so in one of my previous jobs, for instance, in my marketing plan, I mentioned that, okay, we are going to launch it, and this is the conclusion. The key success factor of this launch is yada, 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 okay? And my recommendation is, okay, in the future, we also need to think about this as as a direction. Okay, have I answered your question, Lydia?
Yes. Okay. I don't know what to think. I mean, okay, I'll think about it. Yeah, thank you.
Right. Okay. think about what else do you think the company needs to do. Okay, that's the recommendation. Okay, what else? That you launch it. Okay, you expand it. Okay, what else do you think they need to do from a marketing perspective? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. I think I have someone else raising the hand. Was it you, Lee?
Yes, thanks,
Oh
Eddie.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's just something simple, but I just want to get back to it. In promotion, you were just saying that with the 5 areas there, you mentioned explain it if you don't use it. Could you just come back to that and just give a bit more meat on the bones there in terms of if we choose not to use one of them, what type of explanation are you talking about? A theory explanation or something different?
Yeah, you can explain it from your need in terms of reaching the target audience. Okay. Okay. If you think about launching it in the smaller scale, such as in, for instance, if I launch a brand, a new product in only in one small city, for instance, well, running advertising campaign at national level may not be required. Okay, I may not have enough fund to launch it, to have that kind of campaign. All right, but definitely I can do promotional activities. Okay, in-store promotional program, for instance. Okay, so that goes back to when you say theoretical, I think you refer to the concept that you're offering in your marketing strategy. Okay?
Yeah.
So some brands may not require TV advertising campaign. Okay, but they still do need some communication effort in there. Okay, so to answer to your question, is that theoretical explanation where I interpret your comment about theoretical as into 2 things. First, it is going back to the concepts, the overall concepts that you offer in this marketing strategy. Okay. Second, yes, it is part of the theoretical component. You can look at the advantages and disadvantages that we discussed, that I show you. Actually, I didn't discuss that in more detail, but you can find it in Module 6 presentation slides, right? You'll be able to find advantages and disadvantages, for instance, of some of the major promotional tools. Okay. So yes, to answer to your question, yes, you are correct. If I interpret it that way. Okay. That's your question?
I believe so. Just to recap, let's just stick on advertising there. If we just we reordered it and advertising was last because we decided that we felt that the others were of higher priority, and we get to advertising, we said, okay, we are going to do some sales promotional activities, and when we open these new stores, we might do a public relations campaign and get local media involved or something, and you address different things, but you might say outside of the direct areas that we're going to be physically targeting, we're not going to be doing national campaigns because we're not looking for an intensive approach. We've got a selective approach, and therefore it's not relevant for us. Something along those lines?
Yep, something along that line, yes. Yes, okay. That's basically it. That's the concept that you offer to reach the target market.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Thank you.
Okay, good. Right. Right, any other questions, guys? Meili, any question from you?
No, been listening. It's very helpful.
All right, thanks a lot. Okay. How about you, Ed? Oh, his microphone is, he's having flu. Like my cat, actually. Okay, thanks a lot. What about Barbara?
All good, thanks, Eddie. Just got to do the work now.
Yeah, I know. That should be fun. Hey.
But thank you. That's very clear. Thanks so much.
Thanks a lot. Lydia, how about you, Lydia? Any questions?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much. I'm sure I have more questions on Tuesday.
Brilliant. Look, guys, thanks a lot for joining me today, and I'll look forward to meeting you in quote unquote on Tuesday. All right. Bye for now.
Thanks, Eddie.
Thanks, Eddie. Bye.
Good luck.
Bye.